friends. So in the last video we started the part 1 of Indian Constitution, the Union and its territory. We studied under this there are 4 articles from Article 1 to Article 4. We completed the first 2 articles in the first video. Here we are about to complete Article 3 and Article 4. So let's begin. So Article 3 talks about formation of new states. Again, this power is vested with the Parliament of our country. Parliament may by law form a new state by separation of territory from any state, or by uniting 2 or more states or part of states, or by uniting any territory to part of any state. Basically form a new state. Increase the area of the state, diminish the area of the state, alter boundaries, as well as alter the name of the state. Form a new state, increase the area of the state, diminish the area of the state, alter boundaries of the state, as well as alter the name of the state. All this power is vested with the Parliament. Now we have to study the process, the whole process of formation of the new states. So let's study it quickly. The whole process starts with the Union Cabinet preparing the bill. What is a bill? It is just simply a set of proposals. This bill is sent to the President of India. President sends this to the Legislative Assembly of the state. Whose Legislative Assembly of the state? Legislative Assembly of the affected state. So here, let's take an example. Suppose we have to bifurcate the state of Uttar Pradesh. So Union Cabinet prepared the bill. The bill was sent to the President. The President sent it to the Legislative Assembly of the Uttar Pradesh, because Uttar Pradesh is the affected state, because in the starting example we are taking Uttar Pradesh is being bifurcated. When it is sent to the Legislative Assembly within a specified time, no matter what the answer is, because the answer won't be binding on the President, it has to be sent back to the President. I'll repeat again. Within a specified time, it has to be sent back, and the answer of the Legislative Assembly won't be binding on the President. If the President still want to go on, he will send it to the Parliament, that is either house. It can be sent either first to the Lok Sabha, then to Rajya Sabha, or firstly to Rajya Sabha, then to Lok Sabha. Let's take an example. It was sent to Lok Sabha. It was passed here with simple majority. Then it is sent to Rajya Sabha. Here too it is passed with simple majority. Then it would be sent back to the President. The President will sign this, because no bill can become an act without this. Once he signs it, it becomes an act. It is notified in the Government Gazette, and finally it is enacted. So here you need to know one important thing, that is, no matter what the Legislative Assembly of the affected states decides, it is not binding on the President. Let me give you an example. In the case of Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act of 2014, the Legislative Assembly of the affected state, that was Andhra Pradesh, rejected the proposal of Andhra Pradesh being bifurcated. But when it was sent back to the president, it was sent to both the houses and it was passed by simple majority. So it was enacted, and finally the Andhra Pradesh state was bifurcated into Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And we know Hyderabad would remain the common capital for 10 years, right? So basically Article 3 talks about formation of new states. We studied the whole process. So the last is Article 4. It is just a small article. It says that laws which are made under Article 2 and Article 3 provide for amendment of two schedules, that is Schedule 1 and Schedule 4. Now, if you have gone through my first video, you would know Schedule 1 comprised of the names of the states and the territories of our union. So obviously when Article 2 and Article 3 are amended, if the new state is formed, the new name has to be updated in the Schedule 1 of our constitution. So automatically Schedule 1 has to be amended. And the Schedule 4, which talks about states representation in Rajya Sabha. For example, I'll give you an example. When Andhra Pradesh was a state, the representation of Andhra Pradesh in the Rajya Sabha was 20 members. But since it is divided now, some members would be given to Andhra Pradesh and some would be given to Telangana. That is, the state's representation in Rajya Sabha is given in Schedule 4. Now since this has to be updated as well, that means when Article 2 and Article 3, under Article 2 and Article 3 a law is made, automatically Schedule 1 and Schedule 4 has to be amended. But this amendment should not be treated as a Constitutional Amendment Act under Article 368, because then it has to be done by special majority. It shouldn't be considered as a Constitutional Amendment Act. So under Article 4, it says that laws made under Article 2 and 3 provide for amendment of first and fourth schedule are supplemental, incidental and consequential matter. So that means this can be amended simply by simple majority. We don't need special majority for this. So this was about Article 3 and Article 4 of the Indian Constitution, which comprises under Part 1. And with this we finish the Part 1 of the Indian Constitution, that was the Union and its territory.